Believe it or not, these posts and the bedraggled bits of wire between them mark the boundary up on the Baltic Sea between Poland on one side and the Russian exclave of Kaliningrad on the other. It's not where the tanks would roll in anyway, not down this thin strip of beach on what's called the Vistula Spit. But it doesn't feel much like the edge of NATO either.
It's a bottle of Russian cognac here. It says Stary Königsberg, the old name for Kaliningrad. I love this. This is the border of the EU and the Russian Federation. Trespassers will be prosecuted. You are forbidden to cross. But I mean, it's not very difficult to cross from here into Russia.
Further south, Poland is beginning a massive beefing up of its defences. A $2.5 billion project called East Shield to protect its eastern flank. And it's pulling out of an international convention against the use of landmines, just in case it needs them.
You might see this border now filled with mines. Do you think that is a good thing?
It's definitely not that positive, because it can all turn out differently, so I think it's not good for Poland.
I'm convinced that Europe or America, if anything were to happen, will help us 100%.
You can see that these missiles are moved to enable. Okay? We are on mission. Right? These missiles are ready to go. Okay?
And this is how America does help. With its Aegis Ashore missile defense shield, built to intercept incoming intermediate-range missiles aimed at Europe from the likes of Russia or Iran. We're on a NATO base in Poland,
Open cell one!
at the invitation of the US Navy to see up close how their missile defense shield works.
So this plenum hatch will open when they need to fire, and this is where all the exhaust fumes will come out, all the fire. And as you can see from this hatch, the missile is in here. There are 8. Blasts through this black cover and up into space to intercept whatever's coming in.
If you've listened to the Kremlin over the years, this base and one in Romania are both burning symbols of NATO's supposed encroachment right up against Russia's border. But there are no warheads on these missiles, no offensive capabilities, the commander says.
The SM-3 only has the capability to go into space. It does not come back down. There's no component of the SM-3 that re-enters the atmosphere. It is designed to strictly intercept threat ballistic missiles in space, and that is exactly all that it does, and it does so with an extreme degree of proficiency.
With so much marked top secret, it seems amazing to have this access. But for NATO, transparency is part of deterrence, and they want an adversary to know how sophisticated these systems are.
A bunch of what we call pencil beams, so very small beams, and they're just constantly looking around. And it gives the system the information, and the system is automated where it just says, this is a threat, this is not a threat, this is just dust.
But the Pentagon admits that it is reviewing its force posture in Europe. Deterrence is only as good as the commitment behind it. And that, as so much with Donald Trump right now, is extremely uncertain. Diana Magnay, Sky News, at the Redzikovo NATO base in Poland.